Hello, this video is going to go over Washington criminal record searches and arrest record search and all the available public databases you have in the state of Washington. So to get started, visit washingtonpublicrecords.com and I'll have a link in the description. You can click on that or just type it into the browser. Once you're on the home page here, you'll notice a list of all the databases, all the public databases available in the state of Washington. They're in alphabetic order, and depending on what type of research you're doing, you actually might be able to find something useful here. But we do have a page that's specific to criminal records. So we have created a specific page for the most sought after records. So like background checks, criminal records, and then hover over other records like court records, inmate search, warrant search, vital information, property records. So there's quite a few options in terms of criminal and arrest information. So I'm going to go ahead and click and show you how one of these pages works. So criminal records. Here you'll notice statewide resources available to you, and there's a description regarding what it is and what it does. So you're able to, so you have like quite a few options here depending on what type of research you're trying to do at the state level. If I click on background checks, there's also an opportunity to use county level tools, like for example, court records. Now this does include criminal and arrest information, also jail inmate lookup. So jail is slightly different than a prison. Somebody could have gotten arrested, released the next day. If anybody's serving over a year, then they'll be in the prison system. So they're two different. They're run by two different bureaucracies, you might say. So you got the sheriffs working with one, and then the Department of Corrections working with the other, and they have their own databases. So that's something to keep in mind. You have certain things to look at the county level, certain things to look at the statewide level. So another thing to consider here is using the name search on top, and what this does is it's both a public and a private database, but it pulls records from, doesn't just pull records from the state of Washington or a particular county. It pulls records from multiple states, multiple databases, multiple counties, and it's a name search system. It's very instantaneous, so you're able to view a multitude of records almost instantaneously. Why use something like this? Well, if somebody, say, had a criminal record in Texas or in Georgia and they end up taking off to Washington, if you're just looking at county records in Washington or statewide records in Washington, you're not necessarily going to see what happened in those other states, and it might be important. So to be sure you're covering more bases, it's also an important tool to consider. So once again, utilize the state information, the county information, and the private databases for the best criminal record and arrest record research. So come on down to washingtonpublicrecords.com and get started on your research. Thank you.